Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Do what you can with what you have where you are. It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed. 4. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. Far and away the best prize that life offers is the chance to work hard at work worth doing. Speak softly and carry a big stick. You will go far. The only man who never makes a mistake is the man who never does anything. To educate a person in the mind, but not in morals, is to educate a menace to society. In any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The worst thing you can do is nothing. No man is above the law, and no man is below it. A thorough knowledge of the Bible is worth more than a college education. I am a part of everything that I have read. The things that will destroy America are prosperity at any price, peace at any price, safety first instead of duty first, the love of soft living, and the get-rich-quick theory of life. Courage is not having the strength to go on. It is going on when you don't have the strength. I am only an average man, but I work harder at it than the average man. Great thoughts speak only to the thoughtful mind, but great actions speak to all mankind. The boy who is going to make a great man must not make up his mind merely to overcome 1,000 obstacles. He must be prepared to overcome the million. The best executive is the one who has sense enough to pick good men to do what he wants done, and self-restraint enough to keep from meddling with them while they do it. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. The most important single ingredient in the formula of success is knowing how to get along with people. When you're at the end of your rope tie, a knot and hold on, old age is like everything else. To make a success of it, you've got to start young. 9/10 of wisdom is being wise in time. The one thing I want to leave my children is an honorable name. There can be no life without change, and to be afraid of what is different or unfamiliar is to be afraid of life. Character in the long run is the decisive factor in the life of an individual and of nations alike. There is delight in the hardy life of the open. The government is us. We are the government, you and I. If given the choice between righteousness and peace, I choose righteousness. A vote is like a rifle. Its usefulness depends upon the character of the user. I wish to preach not the doctrine of ignoble ease, but the doctrine of the strenuous life. The worst lesson that can be taught a man is to rely upon others and to whine over his sufferings. If you could kick the person in the pants responsible for most of your trouble, you wouldn't sit for a month. Freedom from effort in the present merely means that there has been effort stored up in the past. The man who loves other countries as much as his own stands on a level with the man who loves other women as much as he does his wife. Patriotism means to stand by the country. It does not mean to stand by the president. Never throughout history has a man who lived a life of ease left a name worth remembering. Order without liberty and liberty without order are equally destructive. I don't pity any man who does hard work worth doing. I admire him. The things that will destroy America are the get-rich-quick schemes and soft living. No man is justified in doing evil on the ground of expediency. A great democracy must be progressive, or it will soon cease to be a great democracy. A man who is good enough to shed his blood for his country is good enough to be given a square deal afterward. Do not let selfish men or greedy interest skin your country of its beauty. All the resources we have come from the bounty of nature. We must preserve them wisely. Big jobs usually go to the men who prove their ability to outgrow small ones. Every immigrant who comes here should be required within 5 years to learn English or leave the country. I believe in a strong body and a simple life. Don't hit at all if it is honorably possible to avoid hitting, but never hit soft. Politeness is a sign of dignity, not subservience. Let us speak courteously, deal fairly, and keep ourselves armed and ready. It is only through labor and painful effort, by grim energy and resolute courage, that we move on to better things. In life, as in a football game, the principle to follow is hit the line hard. When you play, play hard. When you work, work hard. When you fight, fight hard. Don't flinch, don't foul, and hit the line hard. The American people are slow to wrath, but when their wrath is once kindled, it burns like a consuming flame. Wars are never fought for altruistic reasons. Each nation always says it is fighting for God and right. Each nation always says it is fighting only because forced into it. Each nation insists it is a victim. But history usually shows a mixture of motives. The man who makes no mistakes does not usually make anything. To sit home, read one's favorite book, and listen to the rain falling outside is one of life's most perfect pleasures. The object of government is the welfare of the people. When we say that Roosevelt won the West, we mean that he identified himself with the spirit of Western expansion the country needs, and unless I mistake its temper, the country demands bold, persistent experimentation. Let us have faith that right makes might. The first requisite of a good citizen in this republic of ours is that he shall be able and willing to pull his own weight. The people of the United States cannot afford to permit their representatives to ignore the truth. If the press is not free, if speech is not independent and powerful, then who is to protect the people from their masters? A nation that destroys its soils destroys itself. The forest is the mother of rivers. Conservation means development as much as it does protection. A good shot must necessarily be a good man, since the essence of good marksmanship is self-control, and self-control is the essential quality of a good man. Aggressive fighting for the right is the noblest sport the world affords. The only time you really live fully is from 30 to 60. The young are slaves to dreams, the old servants of regrets. Only the middle-aged have all their 5 senses in the keeping of their wits. Envy is as evil a thing as arrogance. The best work we can do for the future is the work we do today. A sound body is good. A sound mind is better. The best prize that life has to offer is the chance to work hard at work worth doing. I don't care how much a man may theoretically admire liberty. If he works to keep a people in squalor and ignorance, he is the enemy of liberty. Every reform movement has a lunatic fringe. Don't pick a fight, but if you find yourself in one, I suggest you make damn sure you win. The most successful politician is he who says what the people are thinking, most often in the loudest voice. Knowing what's right doesn't mean much unless you do what's right. Success is a matter of perseverance. It is better to be faithful than famous. We must dare to be great, and we must realize that greatness is the fruit of toil and sacrifice and high courage. We can have no 50-50 allegiance in this country. Either a man is an American and nothing else, or he is not an American at all. I am as strong as a bull moose, and you can use me to the limit. Greatness means strife for nation and man alike. Prosperity without character leads to decay. The true welfare of the nation lies in the welfare of its people. Don't foul, don't flinch and hit the line hard. Do justice and fear no one. It is only through work and struggle that progress is won. Let us rather run the risk of wearing out than rusting out. Each one must do his part and do it well. If we lose the virile qualities, it will be because we cease to strive. Let us live in the harness, striving mightily.